a while back. Basically what happened was right after I had given birth, I started having a lot of anxiety, and that just kind of blew out of proportion to these really bad night terrors and nightmares. Very scary demonic images. I would feel like when I would wake up from them, I could like see things like in the dark, like my eyes would be tricking me. I could feel like presence kind of there, waking up from that, and it was scary and dark and looming. These night terrors were so bad to the point where I would just wake up screaming. I would wake up even puking sometimes because of how disgusting it was. Just people that I care about just being tortured or tormented, and it was awful. And then revival nights came through, and they were talking a lot about we've done quite a few altar calls within our church, and I've always been a person that's been very hesitant towards that kind of stuff. Not that I don't believe in the power of it, but I feel like there's people where we're like, I'm dealing with things, but not that bad. Not that bad enough that I have to go up for an altar call kind of thing. Or God will work that differently in my life. I don't have to do that. But it's an affirmation of your faith to go up and accept that kind of healing in your life. And when Andrew was talking about the fact that they felt like they needed to pray for people over night terrors or sleep apnea or just all of that kind of stuff, I literally just felt in my guts like, you can't ignore this altar call. Like, you have to go up there. So I did, and I was anointed with oil by one of the elders at the church. And that night, the second I had gone home, it was completely different. I didn't feel scared to walk into my house. I felt like there was a safe covering and that I was protected. And the second my head hit that pillow, I was out like a light, and I didn't wake up until morning. And it was beautiful, and we have a new baby, and he didn't wake up, which was amazing. But even the nights afterward, even if he did wake up, I'd still felt that restedness. And what was crazy about all of this was on that first night, when I woke up to do my morning devotions, I felt like God tell me that this is amazing that this has happened in your life, but you have to live like you've been healed. That morning, Andrew was just we were just all recounting the amazing things that God has done in our church for the past 2 years. So just having people kind of stand up and share what's been going on, or if somebody that had been anointed with oil that night had a restful sleep. And in my gut, I hate public speaking. I hate doing any kind of face-to-face anything. And I just slowly felt my hand creep up, because that inkling came back where God's like, you have to live like you've been healed. You can't hide this from the world. So I got up and I spoke and I shared. And I feel like that has been a huge thing that I've been learning about, is that He is so great and so good and so faithful with what He does in your life. And I feel like too often than not, when the good things happen, we blame it on things like good luck or our own strength for things. But this was something I could not do in my own strength, because I had been dealing with it for weeks and for months, and having conversations with so many people and other elders in the church or other people in the church that were helping me and praying for me over that. And I had been going through this journey of it, but it took me answering that altar call and believing that God wanted this for me, because He wants to use me in so many more ways, and He doesn't want this to be bondage in my life. He wanted to set me free from that, and I have been, and it's amazing.